Welcome back to more Max Payne, and hopefully the music that I'm playing in the background won't bother you, but I'm listening to it. I heard this band recently called Storm Warrior. It's a cheesy name. They're a power metal band, which is a subgenre of metal that can be really cheesy.
What the hell?
Oh god. And I discovered them. I found a video called How to Make a Power Metal Song. And it was fucking hilarious if you ever are familiar with the genre. Oh god. Run, Max,
Red,
run.
blue, or green?
It's always red or blue in the movies.
So green?
No, not the green.
Oh!
That cracks me up every time. Yeah, so I found this video, I was watching it. It's hilarious. I think it would be kind of funny anyways, but if you're familiar with the particular subgenre, it's fucking hilarious. And if you're not, and I like that how that wall just sort of falls down, that's kind of cool. Now I'm watching this video and it's making fun of the particular subgenre of metal. That particular style, there's a lot of sameness to it between the bands. And they make fun of all the cliches in that genre. It's awesome. And the funny part is, they played this song, they used a song as the base for what they were doing. And I'm sitting here laughing at the video as I'm watching this. And then they play the song at the end and act like they're playing it. And I'm like, oh god damn it, now I like this fucking song. I had to get the album. Fucking awesome too. Yeah, I got a little lost there. Kind of hard to see where I'm going, but yeah, you just gotta jump up over there. Damn it. Why you gotta be shooting?
What are you standing around here for? They're bombing us. What are you doing? You're doing nothing. What are you doing? This is war. Freaking war.
Yeah, I'm going ahead and popping some pills because there's gonna be some in this little container here. I don't want to leave pills on the table, so I want to use a few. I never know how many are going to be in a stash whenever you find any. I don't like that. I wish it was a more consistent number of them that you find. Especially considering they don't really heal you all that much. Okay, let's go collect these. I was going to say these items, not really items. I guess technically, but ammo anyways. Alright, let's go.
Vinny Gognitti, just the man I've been killing to see.
Payne? Freaking Fed. I knew from day one there was something screwy about you. What do you think you're doing? You're a freaking cop. You ain't got squad on us. You can't just come in here waving your piece like it meant something. Yeah! Oh my god! Oh god, you shot me! Ah! You're dead, Payne! What the hell are you waiting for, you apes? Kill him! Kill him!
With pleasure, boss.
Gognitti bailed. I made like Chow Yun Fat.
Whee! Yeah, the shotgun is really your best weapon here. I actually did okay at that. Sweet.
A crumpled letter lay on Gognitti's desk. The letter was addressed to Don Punchinello, but Vinny had never had the nerve to finish it.
Jack's gone voodoo. Just the other night, he shot Dino because he wanted to see what his brains looked like splattered on the wall. He's a freaking mad dog. We're running out of men and business fast.
Gognitti had been living in mortal fear of his boss. Jack Lupino was a psycho.
Well, there you go. Let's go this way.
Vinny Gognitti was running scared. He could run, but with a bullet in his stomach like a broken bottle of Tabasco, he was quickly running out of time. He knew where his boss was, and I wanted to square things up with Jack Lupino. Gognitti would be moving fast. I don't know about angels, but it's fear that gives men wings.
I'm surprised they didn't make a Red Bull joke, but that might have been before Red Bull's time. I got so sick of hearing that dialogue. I died on this section so many times. was what's coming up next. I mentioned that the game has platforming. Well, we don't get a checkpoint before we do this.
Gugneedy hitched a ride. To catch him, I'd have to follow his lead.
Yep, we got to slow down time and jump onto a train. And keep in mind that everything you've seen, yeah, not that one because, well, it came a little bit too quickly for me. As Max already said, this guy's bleeding out in the stomach and he's doing all this shit. Not only what you've seen, but what you're gonna see. Doesn't make any sense. Jump, Max, jump! Please actually make this one. Please actually make it!
This was my second train ride of the night. The way it started didn't promise anything better than the last one. Freezing wind tearing at my face like sandpaper and razors, ice hard and slick under my hands and feet. And somewhere in the background, the wail of sirens, the city howling after me. New York sped by and fast forward. Dark rooftop water towers and a dead forest of antennas and chimneys, all a blur. When the train he was riding slowed down, Gugneedy made his move.
Alright. Like I said, he's bleeding out through his stomach. And this is another part that caused me a lot of issues. You can also run up to this thing that I'm basically making out with right now and just kind of press up against that to walk off, and you should be okay. I got slightly less terrible at doing this first segment. I find the shotgun works better for me here, but that's what we're going with. Oh, shit, am I taking damage? That's not good. Yeah, that last part, the train segment, that took me 30 minutes to do that. I don't even know how long it took me to do the rest of this shit. I'm over here, just grabbing any ammo. Because why not? And let's go this way. There's something to our left here that I always get stuck on for some reason. Thankfully I didn't this time around. Oh, that sounds so cool. Alright, so we're coming up here to a jump that I need to make. I keep failing doing this. There we go. I think most of the times when I was trying that, he wasn't fucking jumping. I don't know why, but he just wouldn't fucking jump. Somebody's shooting at me and I don't know where they are, because I can't see enemies in this game when they're far away. And enemies have ridiculous amounts of accuracy in their shooting. I don't get that.
I started talking about Silent Hill Downpour in a section that I ended up cutting from the video. So that's what I'm going to reference in a moment.
But seriously, there's no reason I should ever play Silent Hill Downpour, so please, please, if I ever play that game, track me down and have me checked in somewhere, because clearly I need help at that point. It was with that game I finally kind of put the Silent Hill series to bed. Kind of realized that it's never going to be what I want it to be.
NYPD, you on the roof. Drop your weapon and lie down. I
Where's that helicopter at? Come on, where are you? I got a grenade launcher, bitch.
NYPD, you
Okay, I probably was just missing with those, but I don't know if you can actually hit that or not. Kind of unfortunate. Reminded me of Grand Theft Auto 3.
It's Payne! He's coming down the stairs! Shoot the bastard!
Okay, boss, you got it.
No problem.
Yeah, so I still have the cheats off here. I don't have infinite ammo, but I can bust out the hand cheat to refill my ammo as needed. Pretty sure I said before I was going to be doing that. I don't have the infinite health cheat on anymore, though, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if you can just have one cheat on at a time, or what. I think that's the same voice as the guy we're chasing, who we will be chasing this whole video. Kind of a douchebag, too. I forgot what I was talking about. I finished my thought on Silent Hill Downpour. Oh yeah, that helicopter. I'm not sure if you can shoot that out of the sky. Probably not. It does remind me of Grand Theft Auto 3, which is convenient because these two games came out around the same time. I'm not a big fan of the Grand Theft Auto series, but I really did like 3. And Vice City. And the game gave me a save point, which is nice. They give you one before that first fight. That fight where we picked up the letter, they give you one there too, but since I did not succeed at that on my first try, well, you didn't see that. Anytime I go through a door and the game fades to black for a second, then it gives you a save point. We can take out another one of these dudes. There's going to be a dude that I just have no idea where the fuck he is. Somebody told me how to do it. I forgot. I'm going to have to go back and look at the comment. I can never figure out how to get him to do all those fancy moves. I know it's in a comment already, so I'll have to go back and look at that.
Yo!
One of many helpful tips for games that this dude has provided for me, which, if you're watching, I appreciate. Not only you watching, but also the helpful tips. Always nice. This stuff was definitely less fun to play. This part here is not so bad, though. Yeah, so this band Storm Warrior I'm listening to is such a silly name. Full of power metal cheese. If you're not familiar with the subgenre, it's... most of their songs are about demons and knights and dragons and warriors and battles and Lord of the Rings type stuff. I think the band Blind Guardian, actually do songs about the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, actually I know they do because they had an album called Nightfall and Middle Earth. I think my favorite song on that one was called Nightfall, which actually had a really interesting sound to it. It was a little bit different.
Hold!
That's actually a really good song. Doesn't sound like typical power metal either. And we got here fast. Yeah, mind you again, this dude bleeding out of his stomach. My god, I had to listen to Max make that stupid Tabasco sauce line over and over again. It was so infuriating. Like, you have no idea. It's kind of a take it or leave it line. You can kind of ignore it, just hearing it once, but imagine hearing that multiple times, because you can't skip the actual cutscenes in this game, which is really annoying. Like the little comic book sections you can, which is why I can do a section once, record it, and then every time I have to redo it after that, I can just skip it. But, my god. Yeah, so I am cheesing this cheat system up a little bit, but I can't see where those enemies are. Sorry. Just, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, so I'm listening to this album. The album itself is called Heading North, with an E at the end of North. That's the name of the song, too, on that video. I'll put a link to that funny video I saw in the description in case anybody wants to check it out. But I don't know how much you're going to get out of it if you're not familiar with the subgenre. Like, it will still be funny, I think. It's just much funnier if you're familiar with bands of the genre. Yeah, they sing about wizards and maidens and knights and dragons and all kinds of stuff like that. I just wanted to show this just because it's a cache of ammo. So if you're in need, it's there. So I went ahead and got the album that had this song on there. Self-titled song for the album.
And I repeated myself here. Again, some things never change.
And thankfully, already there are like 2 other songs that I like a lot. And what I was saying before that sounded really cool, the opening of the 4th track, 3rd actual song but 4th track, because the 1st track's a mini track, has this horse kind of hoofbeat, like a few horses going. It only lasts a few seconds. But the way they did it sounds really cool on my speakers. And I don't even have great speakers, and it still sounded pretty awesome. I think it's a song about a devil or something like that. I don't know if it's a song about the devil or not, but some sort of evil deity, I'm sure. It's called Holy Cross. It's actually a pretty good song, though. But that horse, yeah, you're going to want to be sure to get out of there really quickly because they do have a grenade. I think for the most part, at least to this point, they only have 1 grenade per person. So it's not like those annoying assholes in Siphon Filter who just lob grenades left and right and keep doing it until you kill them. I hate those dudes. Makes me really glad I'm done with the original series. There are 3 more games I can do. And they are significantly different, so I don't know how deadly grenades are. But if I do 4, I will be cheating my way through it. And I would only do 4 just to show any story moments that need to happen to connect that with the next games that follow, because you play as a made-up character in that game, which I don't like in a series of established characters. If you can imagine trying to play Devil May Cry, or Resident Evil, or God of War, or whatever your favorite game series is that have established characters. Imagine if they came out with a new one and it was like, no, it's a canon game in the story, but you don't play as a canon character. It's a made-up character. Fucking stupid. Up here. I walked around this area looking for this a lot more than you're going to realize, and a lot more than I care to admit. Fucking blindness. Yeah, so I listened. Oh, yeah, this part.
We're gonna be rich.
Freaking rich.
Even richer than that, wise guy.
Freaking rich.
I don't know how to break this glass without them hearing. I don't know if a pipe would have done it. But it doesn't really matter. I'm going to lob grenades down there.
Hey, on the roof, the skylight.
Just in case. Ah, there we go. Now we got one. I know there are 2 dudes down there. I don't know if I got them all. I think that actually knocked out the glass, but when I was playing this, I didn't realize that. So now I'm going to try to shoot out the glass, which I think is already out. And fortunately, it does take out somebody who managed to survive the barrage of grenades. If it had been me down there, I would have probably got killed by the grenades, but since it's a computer-controlled character, I guess somebody had to survive. Now, what you're going to want to do here, especially if you're low on health, apparently I was supposed to do this in a section, I think in the last video, where I dropped down and took some damage. Yeah, I think it was the last video. Try to land on a box. I still took a little, but I did manage to land on one of these boxes. I was trying to do that, but not trying to do that, if that makes any sense. Like, I was trying to get in a position to where I could land on a box when I jumped down there, but I accidentally fell down there and basically got lucky that I actually landed on one of the boxes. Yep, so we had another save spot here, but this is another segment I had to do several times before I found a way that I like doing it. Not too big of a deal. If you have full health items, then do this first. Yeah, just shoot. Have your shotgun and just start blasting as soon as you open that door. As soon as you turn this corner, blast again. And then run, because yeah, that's a grenade, and that's not good times for you if you get hit by that. Nobody wants to deal with that. I can promise you that. Cool. That actually went really well for me. It's amazing my successful runs at these segments. I actually have some of my better performances during some of them. That section in that room where I had to use the shotgun on 3 dudes, I think at least 2 of them had shotguns, where we picked up that letter. I mentioned it before. And pop pain pills here because there are at least 2 in this bathroom. Well, 1 stash, but it has at least 2 of them in there. I think it's 2. So you can nab that if you need it. And let's go ahead and see this.
Max Payne has nowhere left to go. We are very close to capturing him. You'll get a full statement then. Right now, I've got better things to do, ma'am.
That was Deputy Chief Jim Rivera from the NYPD with no further comment at this time.
Apart from his suspicious food habits, I figured Bravura to be one of the good guys. Fate had just dropped us on different sides in this. But when it came to capturing me, he was way out of his league. I had already ditched the cops a couple of rooftops back. For now.
And here I go on about that band again. And I do remember the video I was talking about, but I tried finding it years later and could not find it anymore.
Be careful, there are grenades that are going to come off in here too. Well, 1. Run, Max, run!
Again, I'm going on about that band that I don't even listen to anymore, and probably stopped listening to shortly after I did this video.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
Yeah, kind of be careful with this section. If you have grenades, they're good to use here. There's also a song called Metal Legacy, which I really liked right away. So I was really happy finding a couple songs to like right away, other than the song that I knew. And I get back here because dudes are going to come up over here. A few of them will. There's a staircase you can go stand at. I didn't really see that all that well while doing this. I mean, I found it because you have to go down it, but it's not a terrible place to stand and shoot people too, but of course standing there you risk taking damage yourself. I'm just going to lob grenades for the most part during this. Yeah, see, if you stand right here, a few dudes might come up this way. And we're going to take them out as many as we can. And I watched somebody else play this, and that dude that we're going after, and I forgot his name, I haven't been listening to the dialogue this time around, just doing the video. That dude has a lot of health, so I don't know if I got him with a grenade, but you'll see when we actually take him out. Doesn't really take much to take him out, but I saw somebody else do it. And they might have been on a harder difficulty too, but that dude took like 5-6 shotgun shells to the face before finally freaking dying. I feel like I had to have gotten him with a grenade at some point during this. I don't know if you could take him out and then not have to deal with these other guys. That might be a possibility, but it's not like you have a really good aiming system in this game. I mean, we don't have a good like sniper vantage point like in the Grand Theft Auto games. But grenades work really well if you've got them. This is the first section that I can really say grenades are really helpful for. That and that trap that you have to use them for. But apparently there are going to be other traps where we're going to need grenades for later. So look forward to that. But yeah, get your shotgun ready. Come on, motherfucker!
Cogniti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood.
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me. Take me in the home into the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be read at your funeral. Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence, and Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
So yeah, Storm Warrior, Heading North, awesome album. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Okay, pretty good album.